You can see the signs of the times. Revelations open your mind. Hear the trumpets blowing. Shalom to my Akhenates. Be at peace. We gon' soon be set free. Hey. Told the Abba, you are my doctor. If I be, then my soul prosper. Strengthen my posture. Deliver me from wicked imposters. Put my body under subjection, that's carnal lockup. Tend to the soil, good seeds that should have blossomed. Really? Nourish it with water from Abba, he sees the outcome. True. Pay no mind to the foolish and playing possum. Put away childish behavior, come off colostrum. Flee from the lust of the flesh, remember Sodom. Pay no mind to commandments, that's rock bottom. Generation lost, my Abba restores your value. Take heed, the earth moves on with or without you. Vanity belongs on the hills, what it amounts to. My people touching all four corners, we coming out soon. Really? Store up good works towards some people that announce you. Babylon is falling, young Aki, just look around you. Hey, you can see the signs of the times. Revelations open your mind. You hear the trumpets blowing. Shalom to my Akhenates. Be at peace, we gon' soon be set free. Hey. You can see the signs of the times. Revelations open your mind. You hear the trumpets blowing. Shalom to my Akhenates. Be at peace, we gon' soon be set free. Hey. See, when you girded with spiritual armor, you know that the battles are far from within. To keep those things from coming to the surface, which is the flesh. I read, peace, love, and light. I speak that in the spiritual, manifest in the physical. Insight, biblical, salvation is critical. Can't believe in Yah and not his word is hypocritical. Don't let the devil get to you. Don't accept what he offer you. He gon' try to purchase you, but let him know your treasure stored in heaven. Get behind you. He know who's beside you. The gates of heaven open, and I just want you to walk through. Self-evaluation is a must. Plus, you gotta fight the demons and the lust. Plus, we at the end time, don't fall now. At first you didn't know, but now you know now. In the book of life, I hope my name written. Trying to do what I gotta do to get in. To hell with this world, I do not fit in. Gotta watch my step, can't keep slipping. In the book of life, I hope my name written. Trying to do what I gotta do to get in. To hell with this world, I do not fit in. Gotta watch my step, can't keep slipping. You can see the signs of the times. Revelations open your mind. You hear the trumpets blowing. Shalom to my Akhenates. Be at peace, we gon' soon be set free. Hey. You can see the signs of the times. Revelations open your mind. You hear the trumpets blowing. Shalom to my Akhenates. Be at peace, we gon' soon be set free. Hey. You can see the signs of the times. Revelations open your mind. You hear the trumpets blowing. Shalom to my Akhenates. Be at peace, we gon' soon be set free. Hey. I know we need to count it all joy when we fall into various trials, knowing that proving of your belief works endurance. Hallelujah. Forgive me, Abba, Yahuwah, my ways were reckless. Shameful before you, my praise is a broken record. Repent for my sins, inequity, transgressions. Selfish in ways of a man hinder his blessings. Figure through the lessons we learn to give them reverence. Speak to myself in the process, relate a message. Looking at the youth and it seems like they got a death wish. Pray for your humble and Aki to give you leverage. And so we press on, Ak move into greater cause. Count on his laws, instructions to break your fault. Yes, birth pain, similar women with menopause. Matthew 24:8 explains it all. And none of all gone but so clean, don't make me start. Search me, I will refine my inner parts. Yes, blindfolded faith is like a shot in the dark. Read second edgerist, homie, they get your spark. And I hope this introduction will cause you to switch lanes. Enmity with Abba is mutual exchange. So I pray for my people you call to maintain. Obedience to your Abba will earn you his latter rain. You can see the signs of the times. Revelations open your mind. You hear the trumpets blowing. Shalom to my Akhenates. Be at peace, we can soon be set free. Hey. You can see the signs of the times. Revelations open your mind. You hear the trumpets blowing. Shalom to my Akhenates. Be at peace, we can soon be set free. Hey.
Yeah, my mic was on mute, y'all. Shalawam, shalawam, Shabbat shalom. Peace and blessings to the children out there, man. Hey, whatever you guys are going through, keep enduring it to the end, right? Shalawam, shalawam. Peace and blessings to the elders before us and the saints before us, paving this way for us to get this truth and understanding, right? So that way we're able to dish it out to those that are still lost in this world, right? So peace and blessings to everybody out there. Keep enduring to the end, and the same shall be saved, right? Kwam YASHARAHLA, Shalawam. So yeah, what I want to get into today, though, man, I want to talk about this wickedness, man. I've been looking at all kinds of videos on my feed lately, Instagram, YouTube, you know, Facebook, etc., even TikTok, right? It's a lot of wickedness going on in this world right now that's not being addressed. Our people aren't upset about it. Our people are not mad about it. They just look two ways about it. They too focused on this Kanye West thing. They want to have they want to be mad at him for having a White Lives Matter shirt on. But yet, what about the wickedness and destruction of our own people? You know what I'm saying? So what I want to get into today, man, I want to, hey, man, brace yourselves for this, y'all. Brace yourselves for what I got, man. So let me pull this up real quick. Let me share my screen and show y'all what I got, man. This is so wicked, y'all. I got a plethora of videos, right, that I want to do that I've been saving in my playlist. But what I want to do is address certain of these videos, man. Just look at the wickedness of our people. We're destroyed, just like Hosea chapter 4, verse 6 says, our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, right? Seeing as thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, thus saith the Lord, right? So let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right, let me pull this up. Yeah, let's pull this up right here. Come. So man, so this person goes by the name of Alicia Goku, right? Featuring Suki Hana or whatever, called Stank Walk. Man, this is just so, it's just destruction all over this video, right? This is I hate myself, I hate the Most High, and I hate my people all in one video, right? So check this out, check this out. Yo, put it in one in the chat if y'all can hear. Put a one in the chat if you guys can hear the audio, so I can make sure you guys are able to listen to the blasphemy of what they're saying, man. Watch. It's crazy. Look at the beginning. Look at the beginning. Look, she popping a Plan B in her mouth. She got one on her tongue too. Bottle Hennessy, harlot clothing, right? Madness. Let me put that copyright thing back in the chat real quick. Hold on one second. Man, this I look. I'm not gonna tread too much on this video. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing, right? But just the beginning and all of this stuff is just pure madness, man. What she say real quick? I want to see what she said right here. Lick my cat like a backward, man. This is just destruction, man. Let's get into some scriptures, man. Let's get into some scriptures, man. Let me pull this up. Let me stop that screen real quick. All right, let me share my screen, the entire screen, so I can just navigate through the tabs easier, right? Let's do it. All right, so yeah, check this out, man. Let's go to Matthew, man. Let's go to Matthew 24. All right, let's pull that up. Let's lock it. That's right here. Okay, let's get to Matthew 24, man. Matthew 24 in verse 11, I believe. 12, right? So Matthew 24:12 says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So we see iniquity, which is sin, which is wickedness, right? This thing is abound. This thing is everywhere. It's all over the four corners of the earth. It's right down the street. You know, say it's everywhere in your face. And since iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So everybody is losing that love that they once had towards one another, that love they had towards their parents, this and that, this and that. It's getting colder and colder and colder. It's just pure darkness and pure wickedness, right? So that's what I want to bring out on that. But I have another precept I want to get to as well. Proverbs 29, I believe. Let me see. Proverbs 29. Let's get it. Right. So what we see in this video, right? Let me play that video back. Everybody is delving in their own sins. Everybody is all on one accord in the realm of iniquity, right? Ain't nobody in there trying to be like, look, maybe we should stop, maybe we should repent. Ain't nobody in this video doing none of that, right? And this is just a small group. This is like about 30 people in this music video. We talking about millions of our brothers and sisters out here doing this wickedness, destroying themselves, destroying their spirits, right? She needs some Henny in the plan B, y'all. Right? So right here it says in verse 5, a man that flattereth his neighbor spreadeth a net for his feet. So she's being flattered. They telling her, hey, good job, good job on your music video. You're gonna make it big. The song is hot, you know what I'm saying? They flatter their neighbor, so they're spreading a net for his feet. You're not helping them, right? You setting them more into that trap that they already in. Verse 6, in the transgression of an evil man, there is a snare, right? A snare is another word for trap. But the righteous doth sing and rejoice. The righteous considereth the cause of the poor, but the wicked regardeth not to know it. You could just see everybody in this video is pertaining to their own selfish ways. Ain't nobody out here doing alms. Ain't nobody out here trying to save souls in this video. Everybody's all about themselves. Look, they got Esau right there in the back chilling too. One Edomite right there. Bam. You know what I'm saying? Our people are lost, man. Let's get that in Hosea 4 and 6 real quick. Just want to bring that up. Go to Hosea chapter 4. Hosea 4 and 6, right? It says, my people are destroyed. Why are they destroyed? For lack of knowledge, right? For lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, right? They reject the knowledge. They don't want to seek knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. They don't want to walk in the ways of righteousness, in the ways of the Most High, doing the will of the Most High. They just want to do what they want to do, right? So they're rejected. I will also reject thee. The Most High rejects those who reject him and reject his knowledge. Looking at this right here, this is a whole bunch of ungodliness, iniquity, transgression, sin, you name it. I don't even got no words anymore, right? Iniquity, transgression, wickedness, darkness. This is why we got to be the light to our people. This is why Christ came to show that you can escape the wiles of the devil. You can escape the realm of darkness and wickedness, man. This is what we got to come back to. Everything you see right here is what was fed to us by the nations that oppress us. Everything you see in this video is us trying to adapt to something that was given to us that we think is ours. This is not our culture. This is not our heritage. This is servitude and this is destruction of our people, right? So let's finish that off. My people, Hosea chapter 4, verse 6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. So if you're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments as a parent, your children definitely are not going to know the law, statutes, and commandments. So therefore, they're more susceptible into going into the realm of darkness, living a life of sin, right? So the Most High will also forget you and your children as well. This is why we got uh, children trafficking at an all-time high, kids missing, you know, kids getting killed at young ages, right? Because of the wickedness that is therefore in this world, and our people are destroyed, not knowing how to navigate through the darkness, right? And to reach the light. That's what wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is for, to help you navigate in this life. You got to have wisdom, man. Let's go back. Hey man, hey, I said I was gonna watch the whole video, but it was only 3 minutes. I didn't expect it to go all the way to the end like that, man. But this is just pure wickedness, ratchet. You know what I'm saying? You name it, man. I don't even. There's not enough words you can explain for this, man. But this is just so destructive for our people, and our women glorify this, man. They think that this is what it is. They think, oh yeah, man, that's hot, that's popping. I'm trying to be like that. Look how destruct, man. Look, I'm done with this video, right? Let's go to the next. Let's go to the next, y'all. Right? Let's go to more destruction, right? Now check this out, y'all. Woo. Yo, hey, America's finished, man. America's finished, man. Man, this is just madness, man. Let's go back to Proverbs 29, man. Let's go to verse 16 now, right? Oh, yeah, we can start at 15. Watch this. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 15. It says, the rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bring his mother to shame. Hey, man, you gotta whoop your child, man. I know I grew up in the 90s, right? I was getting spankings all the time. And I'm thankful for those spankings because it molded me into the mind state that I have now. You get what I'm saying? We need to spank our children. We need to discipline our children. You know what I'm saying? If you don't give the rod and reproof, they're not going to have wisdom. So if you spank your children, you discipline them in the correct way, they're going to gain wisdom, right? But a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame. You can't leave that kid to do everything by himself, man. You can't let that child think he can do everything by himself, right? You got to guide him. You got to keep on guiding him. That's if you don't guide your children at a young age, they're going to grow up in the ways of wickedness. That's why the scripture says, train up a child in the way he should go, right? Verse 16, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall, right? So when wicked's multiplying on the earth, increasing, breaking of the law is going to keep increasing as well, because that's what sin is, right? Let's get that in First John 3 and 4, right? Bear with me. Let's go to First John 3, right? In verse 4, it says, whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law. So if you're not keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God, you're in sin. If you keep the laws of the Most High, you're no longer a sinner. So you can't listen to Pastor Porkchop or the next man or society tell you that everyone's a sinner. There's no way out of it. This is the reason why Christ came to fulfill, to show us that it is possible to walk in the light, even though you were born in the realm and in the midst of darkness. It's possible. So if you keep the laws, you're not a sinner. If you break the laws, you are in sin. First John 3 and 4, right? So let's go back to Proverbs 29:16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increases. Ain't nobody keeping laws of the Most High out here no more, man. They're damn near keeping the laws of the nation. They doing all kinds of wickedness. Cadillac converter thefts, abducting children. That man, this place is finished, right? But the righteous shall see their fall. So if you delving in righteousness, you delving in wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you refraining from the ways of the devil and the ways of darkness, you're gonna be able to see them fall. Why? Because you're not the one that's gonna be falling. Come. Verse 17, correct thy son and he shall give thee rest. Man, you know how many, matter of fact, I want to pull something up. This wasn't on the topic, but there was something I was watching um, on YouTube the other day, right? It was an old show called Sally, right? Let's just put Sally Bad Kids or something like that. Yeah, let's go here. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Look at these old man. See, you can't say that kids are getting worse. Well, you could say they're getting worse, but they've always been worse since a long time. These are our parents. Let's look at the past generation before us and see the mind state that they were in, right? Let's get it. Let me see which one I'm gonna pull up. Matter of fact, I have one in my playlist. Slovakia. Let's go to the playlist. Class one. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Let's just go back. Let's go back. Slovakia. Let's just pick any random one then. It's all good. Let's just pick this random one. Let's just hear the blasphemy that comes out of these children's mouths, right? Let's go here. Hey, them bad kids on Beyond Scared Straight and all of that. Hey man, their parents was already acting like that. The generation before them was already on that level. So Beyond Scared Straight ain't nothing new. See, man, and these are the heathens, man. This is why Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1 and 2 tells you not to learn the ways of the heathen. We have to keep our own structure going. This Bible is a law book. Let's get that in Joshua 1 and 8 real quick, right? Go to Joshua chapter 1. Joshua chapter 1 and verse 8. It says, this book of the law. It's not a book of religion or none of that. This is a law book on how to govern the children of Israel and their nation. So when we don't follow this book and the laws in this book, commandments and statutes, we're not a nation. We're scattered everywhere for anybody to come do anything they want to us, right? So this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night. Hey, you got to stick to these scriptures, man. You got to meditate day and night. Whatever you studied previously that night, you got to close the book and bring it back to your remembrance. This is how you really manifest things in your mind to stay there. This is how you retain knowledge, right? But thou shalt meditate therein day and night. So don't just read a Bible verse for the night. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna read Psalms for the night, one couple verses, you know what I'm saying? And then you go do some folly after that. Immediately you go do something after reading that, you're gonna forget what you just read. So if you study it, you actually gonna retain that knowledge. Go back over it, memorize the verses. So that way when you close the book, it retains in your mind and you're able to live by it. So you got to meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success, right? So if you're meditating on these scriptures, you're moving in the ways of wisdom that this provides, you're going to have good success. You're going to be able to be prosperous, right? We don't follow these laws, because we got to understand, man, we're under a contract with the most high living God, man. So if we don't follow his laws, we set ourselves up for destruction. But if we follow his paths and we follow the will of the most high, keep the law, statutes, and commandments, hey, guess what? We're going to be prosperous. We're going to have good success in anything we set our hands to do, right? Let's get that in Psalms 1 real quick. Let's go to Psalms chapter 1, right? Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. And what did we just see in that video? Right? What did we just see in this video? This right here is the counsel of the ungodly, man. This is a counsel of ungodliness. You got to join a council with people who want to serve the Most High. That way you can try to preserve your life in this realm. Or the Most High would just take you out, man. Hey, the Most High got all the bodies under his belt. And nobody giving that final sign off on death unless it's the Most High giving the final sign off on death. Slack it. He's the one that's doing that. So you got to preserve your life. You got to follow the ways of the Most High if you want to endure into the end. Like Matthew 24:13 tells you. You have to endure this walk. You got to endure this darkness. You got to make it out of that, man. You can't let the darkness engulf you and take you down and bring you into the world of the counsel of the ungodly. Ain't nothing here for our people but death, destruction, and jail, man. Right? Let's go back to Psalms 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. So if you blessed for not walking in the counsel of the ungodly, that means you will be cursed if you do. Right? Nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Most High, right? Yahweh. And in his law doth he meditate day and night. Hey, we just read that in Joshua 1 and 8. You got to delight to keep these statutes and commandments, man. You gotta walk day and night and meditate day and night in this thing, man. That's the only way you're gonna make it out. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. Right? His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Hey, man, if you're walking in darkness, you just like a tree planted inside somebody's closet, not getting no oxygen, no sunlight. You just gonna wither away and die, man. You like that tree that's planted in the desert. No life, no abundance, no nutrients, nothing to keep you alive. So you just gonna wither away, man. Your leaves are gonna fall off. You got to be that tree that's planted by the riverbed where its roots can spread into the water, get all that nutrients, get all that abundance, and become a healthy, prosperous tree, man. Verse 4, the ungodly are not so, but are like chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. Hey, man, this is death right here. Everybody you see in this video right here, man, they got a contract with death. The Most High God is trying to tell you guys to jump on that contract to life, man, because this place is going up in flames, y'all. Less than half of our people are going to make it out of here. You so-called blacks, you so-called Latinos, you so-called Native Americans, man, you guys are the Israelites according to the Bible, man. Don't wait until Kanye West goes up on the screen. Hey, man, Kanye West is going up there telling you guys we're the 12 tribes of Israel, 12 tribes of Judah. A lot of our people still ain't going to listen, man. They still going to delve in the ways of wickedness. They love that life. Matter of fact, let's get Psalms 7 and 9. All right, let's go to chapter 7. Right? 7 and 9, right? Let's start at 8. Psalms chapter 7 and verse 8. The Lord shall judge the people. Judge me, O Lord, according to my righteousness and according to mine integrity that is in me. Hey, we want the Most High to judge us on our righteousness, man. We ain't trying to get judged for our wickedness and our evil deeds that we've done in our lives. We trying to overcome past that. We got a meter filled up of darkness and wicked acts that we've done all our lives, man. Hey, man, it's time to start filling up that bottle of good works. What are you going to take to the Most High in your day of judgment, when you next in line to be judged for the wicked works you've done and the righteous works? Right. So just real quick, let me get Ecclesiastes 12 and 14 real quick, just to drop that off real quick. Right. Let's get it. Ecclesiastes 12 and 14. Right. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 14 says, for God shall bring every work, right, every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Hey, man, the Most High is going to judge you on your good works and your bad works. You can't be ungodly out here. You got to stop increasing your wickedness, man. What happens when you go to court and the judge asks you, "Hey, what does this man do?" "Oh, Your Honor, he got 3 jobs, 4 kids. This is his first offense. You know, he has more good works than just this evil bad work that he did." Okay, the judge can be, okay, I'm gonna have a lighter sentence on that man. Versus when you go to court, what does he do? "Your Honor, this is his 5th offense. He hasn't had a job in 3 years. He has no kids. You know, he's basically a nobody." What's the judge gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna throw the book at him, lock him up, 10 years, 14. You know. So you got to bring your good works before the Most High to balance out your evil works, man, or you're gonna be destroyed. Simple as that, right? Let's go back to Psalm 7. "The Lord shall judge the people. Judge me, O Lord, according to my righteousness and according to mine integrity that is in me." Verse 9. "Oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish the just. For the righteous God trieth the hearts and reins." Hey, the Most High is trying you guys out here, man. Your reins, what's your reins? Your reins are your emotions. Your heart is your mind. The Most High is putting tests on everybody, man, to see if you're going to either fold or you're going to endure into the end. And what we seen right here, man, this is a lot of folding going on. They're subjecting themselves to the ways of this world. They're subjecting themselves to the ways of society, the ways of man, man. We got to come out of that, people. We got to come out of that. Do you truly care about your salvation? Do you truly care about the souls of your people? Or are you just for yourself, man? We got to come out of that mind state, y'all. This is why people are destroyed, right? Let's go to Proverbs 4 real quick. I probably have Proverbs. Yeah, I got Proverbs right here. Let's put 4. Go to Proverbs 4, right? Verse 14. Yeah, let's start at 10. "Hear, O my son." See, this pertains. It's not just for talking to men. It's just that the Bible speaks in a masculine form, but this is pertaining to all the children of Israel, you daughters of Zion and you men of Zion, right? "Hear, O my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of thy life shall be many." That's like I was saying earlier. If you listen to the Most High, man, he's going to prolong your life. If the Most High is looking down at you like, man, what the hell is this? No work, not even serving me, doing nothing with himself, man, he's just a waste. You a waste of space, man. The Most High is going to destroy you. "Hear, O my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of thy life shall be many. I have taught thee in the way of wisdom. I have led thee in the right paths." Verse 12. "When thou goest, thy steps shall not be straitened, and when thou runnest, thou shalt not stumble." Hey, the Most High gonna be there for you, man, if you hold him down, man. Point like that. Hosea 4:6, man, says if you reject the knowledge of the Most High, he's gonna reject you. He's not gonna be there for you. This is why our people are dying. We in hospitals. We on drugs. We homeless on Skid Row. We going through all the atrocities. Why? Because we're not trying to put our mind, body, and soul to the Most High to inherit that life that he wants to give us. "Take fast hold of instruction. Let her not go. Keep her, for she is thy life." Verse 14. "Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away." See, the Most High has always been telling us these things, man. And this book has been sitting on grandma's table for all these years, collecting dust, with us not even knowing that this book belonged to us, that this was from our forefathers written to us so we can make it out of this darkness, man. Right? That's it on that, right? Let's read that again. "Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men." Hey, man, this is the path of the wicked right here. This is the path of the wicked. You know what I'm saying? Look at they glorifying that. They happy, they excited, they love this life, man. But the Most High said you're going to perish in the ways of the ungodly, man. "Sitteth not in the seat of the scornful," man. Don't stand with sinners, or you're going to be destroyed, right? Let's go to Job chapter 9 real quick. Let me close some of these tabs out. All right, done with those. Well, we got to understand something, man. The Most High gave this world up for the time being, right? Until he returns, Christ returns, establishes righteousness in the earth, has all the kingdoms under his subjection. But for now, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, right? He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Hey, man, the wicked are covering the faces of the judge. Who's the ultimate judge? That's Yahushua HaMashiach, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. He's the ultimate judge. And they cover his face, man. They made him look like them. You know? He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If it's not the Edomites, the Caucasians, then who is the one doing all this wickedness in the earth then, man? This is a rhetorical question. We know who he is, you know? So let's get to Ecclesiastes 3 real quick. I got camping a little bit, so I'm gonna try to get through this as quick as I can. But you know, you can never rush. You can never rush these things, man. You can never rush these things, man. All right, let me see. Let me close that tab. Alicia Goku's gone, never coming back. Yeah, let's go to Ecclesiastes real quick. KJV, that might fix it. Yeah, there we go. All right, so oh no, that's not the one I want. There we go. There we go. So Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 16 says, let's start at 15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And God requires that which is past. Hey man, there's nothing new under the sun. Everything that happened in the past is happening right now. You can take a look at all these buildings, restaurants, Walmarts, apartment buildings. You can take a look at all these structures and understand, if you could see with the spiritual eyes, right? You can understand, like, look, man, this building has an architecture structure probably from Greece, probably from Egypt or Rome, or even Babylon, right? Look at this pillar on this building, the way it's shaped like that. Oh yeah, they got that architectural design from Greece, Rome, or Babylon, Egypt. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing new under the sun, man. Verse 16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there, right? So what is this saying? What's under the sun? The earth is under the sun, right? So it's telling you that the earth is the place of judgment. This is where people get judged. This is where people die or live, right? That wickedness was there. Hey, wickedness is on this earth, man. And where the place of righteousness is supposed to be, iniquity is there. You get what I'm saying? Verse 17, I said in my heart, God shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every word. Hey, we just read that in Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 14. The Most High is going to judge everybody on their good works and their bad works. So it's up to you how you want to balance that out. You know? So let's drop that. Let's drop the Job, right? Let's go to Proverbs 29 again. I think I looked over something. Yeah, Proverbs 29 and 2. All right. Proverbs 29 and 2 says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, right? But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. This is why we're saying we have to get back in power. Us so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who are the Israelites the Bible talks about, we are the ones that have to get back in power. Because when the righteous are in authority, everybody's going to be rejoiceful. Everybody's going to be happy. There's going to be a balance in the world. Just like Christ said, there's going to be no more wars, right? But when the wicked beareth rule, which we do see right now, all these wicked powers, man, these senators that have been in office for 30, 40 years, man, passing bills and laws to keep us oppressed, to keep us down, not knowing who we are, right? So when they beareth rule, the people mourn. That's why the whole earth is at mourning right now, man. You got wars, you got people dying, You got sorrowful parents, sorrowful children, right? Everything is bad for us right now because the wicked are in authority right now. They're the ones ruling. So we have to come back and get in authority if we want to bring the earth back to peace again, right? So that was Proverbs 29:2. Let's go back to Proverbs 4. Did I already say this one? Yeah, Proverbs chapter 4, verse 16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. Right? What is that talking about? That's talking about they don't get the rest. They have to live every day for the downfall of the next man. They live every day, and if they don't cause somebody to fall or cause somebody to delve in wickedness and darkness, hey, they can't sleep, man. This is they goal. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. Verse 17, for they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. You see that? And what is the bread? It's not talking an actual loaf of bread. It's talking about the wisdom of wickedness, man. Our people are so knowledgeable on how to do evil, but when it comes to doing righteous deeds and righteous works, hey, they have no knowledge, man. You know? So we got to come out of that mind state. We got to come back to what thus saith the Lord says, man. This is the only way we can fix our lives. This is the only way we can fix our nation. Right? So let's go to Psalms 94 and 16. Let's bring that up. Matter of fact, I want to play another one real quick just to keep the content going, you know what I'm saying? But I got the fair use in here, Copyright Act, 1976. So it should be everything should be okay, right? So let's go back. I want to show some more wickedness real quick. This wicked world that we living in, man. Yeah, let's show this one right here. We just need somewhere to be right now. Man, see, man, hey, when I first watched this video, man, it made me upset, man. How you not gonna let them in, man? They children. Nah, I'm good. Like, come on, man. Our people, this is what I'm saying, man. Our people are so selfish, bro. They think about themselves. Ain't nobody's thinking about our people anymore, man. I don't know you. They're children, man. It's not like you got a 34-year-old and a 29-year-old knocking at your door. These is not adults, man. They barefoot. One don't got no shirt on. He has handcuffs in his hand. You can tell by the utterance of the voices they're in some type of fear, man. He must be a Hamite, man. I think he's a Hamite. I think he's a Hamite, man, for that act that he did, man. That's just absurd. Get off my property. Hey, man, some of these people don't need to be having children, man. They don't have wisdom or knowledge to even raise up a child. They're raising up a child on their own conscience, right? So she was already charged for endangering child, man. What they say? It says, upon arrival, they found a 20-month-old infant wrapped up in clothing with his hands bound under the clothing. The only other person in the residence at the time was a 4-year-old male sibling. Hey, man, she left her kids there, man. She said, to hell with my kids, man. Hey, and that's a curse, man. I'm going to bring that up. Right. These are the curses that we got to understand. If y'all barely coming into this truth, I do got a lesson coming soon about the curses of Deuteronomy, explaining why we're under this contract and what we're going through, right? But let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 56, I believe. Let's get that, man. This is just madness, bro. Right, watch this. So the tender, Deuteronomy 28:56, the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, right? Hey, man, our women used to be very fragile, man. Our women used to don't even want to step outside because the ground's dirty. They won't even put their foot on the ground because they're so delicate and they're so tender, man. They in the home all day. They watching the kids. They cleaning, they cooking. They being a good wife to their husband. Hey, man, we don't see that anymore. Our women are destroyed as well. So since she used to be tender and delicate, right? But now what? Her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom and toward her son and toward her daughter. Hey, man, she's like, to hell with them kids, bro. I don't even know why I had y'all. Y'all remind me of your father, right? Can you watch my kids drop the kids off at grandma's house and be gone for 3 days? All up in Vegas, all up in Miami, all up in Houston, catching flights, working on your OnlyFans, right? Then you come back to your kids know grandma more than they know you. Grandma's teaching them, trying to train them up well. When you get the kids back from the folly you just been doing, hey, you putting that right back on them, destroying the youth. Let's go to the next verse. Let's go to the next verse, 57, right? So her eye shall be evil toward her husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter, and toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet, man. Hey, and toward her children which she shall bear. Hey, she don't even want the infant baby. That 2-3 month old, man, she hates that child too. She hates the child in her stomach, man. That's why they're going to the damn Planned Parenthood, man. This is all wickedness, man. Hey, Christ told us, man, that wickedness was going to abound in the last days. This is going to increase until the end, y'all. So what you got to do is you got to endure all of that stuff, man. Let's go to Psalm 17 real quick. Let's go to Psalm 17. Right? This is Psalm 17 and 13. It says, arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Right? The sword, the wicked is the sword of the Most High. They're the ones doing all the destruction. Hey, man, if you evil, the Most High is going to send evil upon you. And guess what that is? That's the wicked. He's going to send the wicked to you with the sword. This is why we got to study and understand the Most High, man. We got to understand how he moves and how he thinks right here. You might not know all the grand, glorious things of creation and all the things from beginning to the end. Hey, man, but the Most High gave us certain knowledge and wisdom through the spirit of wisdom, right? To understand how he moves. The Most High will send the wicked to you if you're evil, and this wicked is the sword, right? So we asking the Most High to deliver us from the wicked, from men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life, and whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure. They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. As for me, I will behold thy face in righteousness, I shall be satisfied. When I awake with thy likeness. Hey, man, we ain't looking for longevity here in America. We looking for to be in the face of the Most High, delving in righteousness, in the likeness of the Most High. We ain't here trying to fill up treasures and fill up GoFundMe, not GoFundMe's, Slakia, what's that? College funds, right? Oh, I got my son's 4 years old. I'm gonna start his college fund. So when you hiding, you trying to hide your treasures and your substance for your babes, man, for your children. We trying to do things for the kingdom, for righteousness, and to be in the same likeness as the Most High, right? Let's go to 2 Thessalonians 3 real quick, for verse 3, in chapter 3, Slakia. All right, so this is 2 Thessalonians. I'll start at 1. Finally, brethren, pray for us that the word of the Lord may have free course and be glorified even as it is with you, and that we may be delivered from unreasonable and wicked men. For all men have not faith, but the Lord is faithful, who shall establish you and keep you from evil, right? So the Most High is going to establish us, man. But we got to do what the Most High says in order for him to be a power to us, to be a defense to us, right? To keep us from the ways of the devil and the ways of wicked men, right? And you can learn about that in Judah chapter 5, verse 20, man. When we don't have our protection, these other nations could do what they want with us, man. This is Judah chapter 5 and verse 20. Let me show the whole thing real quick. There it is, cool. Right? So it's a man named Achior, right? Achior is talking to his general, Holofernes. And he was telling his general, look, if we go into the Israelites' kingdom and try to destroy them, and they're on one accord with their God, we're going to be destroyed. But if they're in sin, we can destroy the Israelites, right? So let's read that. Verse 20. Now, therefore, my Lord and governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. Right? But, right? But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, unless their Lord defends them, and their God be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world. You know? So he's like, hey, man, if we go in there and their God defends them, we're going to be made an example for all the nations, man. We're going to be destroyed. But if they're in sin, we can easily overcome the Israelites, man. And this is what we're seeing in our world right now. We're delving in wickedness, darkness, and sin. These other nations have been doing what they want to do to us for the past 400-500 years, even 1,000 years. Ever since the Edomites came into power from Alexander on up, hey, man, we just been falling and falling. But now we got to try to climb ourselves back up, man. And the only way to do that is to come back to the laws and the commandments of the Most High, man. He's our God. This is why Achior here understood. That's why it says, and their God be for them, right? And their God be for them, and we become a reproach. These other nations understand that they have their own gods. They understand that we have our God, which is the Most High, and they understand if they put us in sin, we will be powerless, man. And this is what we live in like right now, right? Let's go to Jeremiah 15 real quick before I close this out. It's like here. Go to Jeremiah 15, right? 22. Well, I don't even know what I wrote there. 14. 1 second, y'all. Bear with me, y'all. It should be, I think it was 20. It don't have no 24. Yeah, right here, 6. Thou hast forsaken me, saith the Lord. Thou art gone backward. Therefore will I stretch out my hand against thee and destroy thee. I am weary with repenting. Hey, man, the Most High repents every day. The Most High don't want to keep destroying us. Hey, but we want to keep destroying ourselves, right? Verse 7, and I will fan them with a fan in the gates of the land. I will bereave them of children. I will destroy my people since they return not from their ways. Hey, man, we can keep going and doing this all day, man. There's a plethora of scriptures saying the same thing. We got to return back to the Most High, man. We got to understand who we actually are. Every individual has to do it themselves, man. You can't let Kanye West move you to do nothing, man. You can't let him sit up there and tell you who you are, but yet you still not doing anything about it, man. We've been saying this for a long time, and everybody's still closing their ears to this truth, right? Let's go to Proverbs 11 real quick, right? Let's go back to Proverbs, man. Proverbs 11 and 8. Oh, we could probably start. It's a lot on here. Let's start at 5. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. The righteousness of the upright shall deliver them, but transgressors shall be taken in their own naughtiness. When a wicked man dieth, his expectation shall perish, and the hope of unjust men perisheth. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead. Right? So we got to understand, man, we got to balance ourselves up. Don't be wicked. Everything that happens to wicked man is negative. You guys don't want that. You want to do righteous works now, man. We did all the sin already. Let's put that away and let's keep and return to the Most High, to his law, statutes, and commandments. This is the only way we're going to get out this mess. Hey, man, only a remnant is going to make it. Remember that. So you got to try to search out your own soul, do your diligence, pay attention, watch daily at the signs and the times and these events that are going on in the world, man. Hey, we're not on our own timeline. We're on the Most High's timeline, man. Get with the program or not. What's that blood in, blood out? You get down or lay down. That's what the Most High is saying, man. Right? That's what the Most High is saying. But with that, I'm going to say Shalawam. Got to go to camp in a little bit. Shalawam, Shalawam. Peace and blessings to the children out there, right? Keep enduring it to the end, y'all. Hey, we got next, man. All right? Shalawam, Shalawam.